Hi, good evening. It's Fiona from the Facebook page Angelic Inspiration. I thought I'd just stop by and say how are you doing, and thanks for being on my page and continuing to contribute and be part of a huge group of people going in the same direction but still going separate ways, if that makes sense. Um, I've just pulled some cards for myself from the Life Purpose oracle cards by Doreen Virtue, and I thought they were that good that I'd share them with you because I know there's a lot of people on the page that are going through similar changes. Now, I've been talking about a lot of changes. Changes are going to happen whether you like it or not. They are going to happen, and it's better to just go with them than to fight them, because fighting them, they're just going to happen anyway, and it might not be as nice as just going with it. Um, Resistance is futile, as they say. I can't believe I just said that. Anyway, so onto the cards then. Healer is the crown card, the overall card. You have the spiritual gift of healing and a desire to share it with others. Well, I obviously do. Without that desire, I wouldn't have the page the way that it is, and I wouldn't be doing the healings and stuff. And to me, healing comes before reading cards and knowing your future, because you have to deal with yesterday before you can deal with today and tomorrow. If you have a lot of issues that need to be addressed or a lot of pain and anger, then healing is your thing. However you choose to do that. Obviously, everybody's different. Um, so the past influence is trust. Trust your feelings and dreams to guide your career path. So, if you've got nudges, inner nudges, and signs all over the place that's saying, it's time to take that step, then you need to take that step, whatever step that might be. I'm not saying don't worry about the consequences, but if it's that strong, then you really need to go with it. Otherwise, it won't leave you alone. It'll just keep coming for you. Trust me, I've tried to run away from this for a long time and it just keeps coming. And now I've just decided, okay, here I am. Where are we going? And things are just happening. The next card is leadership, and that is the present card. So take charge of this situation. So, once you've received your guidance, be it taking a course or using the courses and skills that you've already learned, take that forward. Ask the divine to tell you or guide you into the direction in which you should take it. And I think for me, I like talking and healing people. I really enjoy that, and just letting people know that they're not alone with their problems, and they're not alone with having a bad time of it or having a hard childhood. But it's how you come out of that and how you deal with it as an adult. There's a book called Adult Children of Abusive Parents or something similar. Um, And I like that title because we're all adult children and we're all influenced by our parents, but it's how we deal with that influence and how we let it impact on our own ability to be parents, um, and stuff. Not everybody's had a bad childhood, but I know there's very many people out there that have. And the future card is speaker. Your life purpose involves your skills of oration. Now, I'm very bad at pronouncing that word. Usually I burst out in fits of giggles when I read it. But hey, so talking, yeah, as you know, I love talking, and my friends know I love talking, but only if I feel comfortable about talking. So it's a bit of a split thing. Sometimes you can't get a word out of me, and other times I just can't stop talking. I'm sure there's a lot of you on the page or listening at the moment that feel exactly the same way about talking. It's dependent on your comfortability, and what you feel easy with. And I feel easy just chatting away, talking nonsense about this 5 card spread that I've just done. Um, and with speaking, you also need to be able to listen, because if you're not listening, how can you give a full conversation, or give the people that are talking to you an understanding, and how can you help them? And also, I feel that you need to have gone through certain things in your life or past lives to be able to talk about things. Because if you haven't gone through them, how can you talk about things and fully know and understand another person? And I've noticed that with the healings that I've done for charity, that you know, there are a lot of similarities or same types of stories that keep coming up, and it's just learning. And you can learn a lot from people that you've healed, even with prior knowledge or experience things. And it's just keep doing it and doing it over again, and with new people, and just letting them know that they're not alone. And I think when you speak to people, you speak to the whole group and not just that one person. Because if you isolate everyone from that one particular conversation, you're missing out. That there might, in a crowd of 900, there might be 500 who are going through or have been through or are about to go through what you're about to talk about, you know? So moving on swiftly from speaker, because I did tell you I like talking. Energy healing. That's the distant future. Your natural energy healing abilities are an important part of your life's purpose. Now, I think the cards all complement each other from the so going on from the crown card, that's a healer, and trusting and having faith, taking charge and leading the situation, and speaking and talking, and which then leads on to energy healing. Some people heal with words, other people heal with Reiki and Bowen and craniosacral therapy and psychic surgery and massages, and you have doctors and nurses and even taxi drivers. You know, they do a lot of healing in their daily jobs because they talk a lot to the people that they drive around, and they hear all kinds of stories. And anybody in the public sector, you know, they hear and help. And firemen, see, so there's so many different ways of healing and helping people. So that's that. That's the life purpose thing over and done with. And I just wanted to talk about the number 5, because I know that the pages hit 5,000 plus. So number 5 indicates change. And I'm just looking in Doreen Virtue and Lynette Brown's angel numbers, just so you know, this is not something I've written. No copyright infringement intended at all. This number relates to change, transformation, transmutation. Something in your life is changing or about to change for the better. So, you know, any change, no matter how good or bad it feels or daunting, it usually is for the better. I've noticed that sometimes I felt absolutely devastated, and actually it turned out to be the best thing that's ever happened to me. So don't be scared of it and go with it. Really just let go and go with it, because, you know, like I said before, the resisting is just not good. The more you resist something, the more it's just going to happen anyway, and you might as well enjoy the ride rather than fight it all the way, if you know what I mean. So I hope you're having fun on my page, and enjoying the company of like-minded people. And also remember that when you're talking to the divine, you don't need fancy words, you don't need to have any special training. Just speak from the heart and with gratitude, and that's all really you can do. So, you know, no matter how big or small your vocabulary is, whatever language you speak, wherever you're from, it doesn't really matter, because all they want you to do, the angels included, they just want you to talk to them and ask them to help you, because they like helping you, and you do deserve, absolutely do you deserve. You deserve all the good things that your life has to offer you. Now, remember that everybody's life is different. Just because I'd like to drive a Mercedes SLK, and I know that my friends would laugh because I've had my license since 1997 and I haven't driven a car since 2000. That's how much I like driving. But I've always said if I had a Mercedes SLK, I'd definitely drive. But then there's somebody else who doesn't want an SLK. They might want a little Ford Fiesta, and they'd be quite happy with that. And another person might really need a Bentley. So everybody's different. Some people want to live in a mansion, and other people are just happy in a little house, or in their apartment. As long as you're happy with the life that you want and the life that you have, nobody else can interfere with that. Not the media, no one. It's you who's got to be happy, but you have to ask for these things. And even if you're worried about a friend or a deceased loved one, you just talk and maybe even light a candle, hold a bit of rose quartz in your hand, and if you can, you might find a picture and you can just look at the picture and just let it out, let your feelings out. If you keep them inside, it's not going to help you. You just need to, even just by focusing on your breathing, inhaling and exhaling, inhaling the good things and exhaling the bad things, and just feeling that tension relief from your shoulder blades and even the back of your neck, and then it will just continue. And just imagine all that bad flushing out of you, and that will be really perfect for you, because I assure you, you'll feel so much better just doing that. And even just believing that it's going to work is going to be just really good for you, because you always have to have faith. If you try things or do things or want things, and part of you is telling you that it's not going to happen, then it won't. You just bring negativity into your life, so try not to do that. Anyway, so I've talked and talked and talked for 11, nearly 12 minutes now, and I'm sure you're almost bored of hearing my voice. So I'll just say goodbye and thank you for listening, and thank you for coming along to the page and contributing and just being you. I'll speak to you another day. Bye.